It is Pocono Raceway as we sit 2 races away from crowning a champion in this TI Racing Truck Series presented by LD Concepts. We are in the honeymoon capital of the world for, wait for it, weddings. Yes, that's exactly where people like to get married, go on honeymoons and stuff like that, right here in the Poconos as we welcome you in to TI Racing's week number 7 of 8 in the Truck Series presented by LD Concepts from the virtual Pocono Raceway. I am the captain. We welcome you in for a great night of racing, a doubleheader, as we will crown one champion tonight, and that'll be coming up later on in our Short Track Super League Dirt feature, which is the big blocks, of course, at the virtual Charlotte Dirt Track. But tonight it is Pocono for TI Truck Racing and 55 laps of racing, 84 degrees on track. 120 actually on the track, and going to be very slick, very fast, and should be a fun, tricky race around the tricky triangle that'll leave drivers asking what turn 4. Or I thought there were 6 turns. There's really 3, and yes, it is a triangle. We're looking forward to a lot of fun here this evening around this Pocono Raceway. And as we always do per the Discord page of TI Racing, we show you the point standings as we enter tonight's race. It is a great battle on our hands, including in the rookies. But right now, it is Bryce Pocono leading by 8 points over Alphen there in second. Brandon Alphen, who of course has won 2 out of the last 3 races. Ryan Whitaker is third. Colby Wells and Nick Leo. That is your top 5 as we enter race number 7 here this evening. The Rookie of the Year battle. Caden Tufts, he is starting to pull away a little bit with a 13-point lead over Barrett and Morton. Of course, Trevor White there in third. Michael Eckert, Clint Spells, that is your top 5 right now in the rookie standings. Now, as you see, according to the P down at the bottom, driver has been promoted from rookie status for next season all the way down to the 9th place driver. That is where we sit in the Rookie of the Year standings. On the team standings, coming into Week 7, TI Racing, a pretty big lead over Black Cat Racing by some 72 points. B&B Motorsports, 175. PTP Racing at 167. And then Nick Leo there at 125 as we enter race number 7 here this evening at the virtual Pocono Raceway, where qualifying is about to begin. And we're going to go down on track right now to take care of it all. So let's see who is going to be the first one out on track. It appears it is going to be the driver of the number 3 Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet, a truck that actually I had the pleasure of driving in a league race this past Saturday night, believe it or not. Oh, he hits the wall already. He'll be retowing, so we'll that's going to leave a mark. So let's jump to Bryce Pocono, a 95 truck. And while we do that here, we'll talk about this Pocono Raceway, the tricky triangle. If you've never watched a race from here, it is exactly like it says, very tricky. 3 different corners, 3 different sizes, 3 different straightaways, and wait for it, 3 different sizes. you get the picture when it's all over with. So the longest straightaway in all of stock car racing, they call it there, the front straightaway. This is a short chute into turn 3, which is shaped like the Milwaukee Mile. And they go down this very long straightaway down to turn 1, which is shaped like the Trenton Speedway track that existed back in the day. IndyCar used to run there. They'd go down here to turn 1. You see all the debris flying off the car. Track very dirty. Turn 1, the highest banked corner on the track at 12 degrees, I believe it is. Then down what they call the Long Pond straightaway. Let's turn the audio on for the cars so you guys can hear those. That'd be nice, I'm sure. And into the tunnel turn, which is shaped like Indianapolis. And then again down the short chute to turn number 3. So a lot of gas time here. Especially in these trucks, you're almost wide open through turn 2. Into the sweeping turn number 3, and let's see what Bryce McCoon is going to set the time here to beat. I see we'll cross the line, and a 55.5. That's not a bad lap right there for the 95 truck. See who else is out there on the track right now. Jacob Locklear, the 84. Who apparently works for the company I work for, except I think he looks like maybe a ground driver with what I saw he was wearing today. And stand by for 1 quick second. All right, back we are here at Pocono. I had to take care of something there real quickly. Something came up there. Wanted to get that fixed before we get going with the race. So sorry about the pause there. As you saw, Michael Eckert with a blazing lap of a 55.45 has taken the pole for race number 7 here at the virtual Pocono Raceway here on iRacing. I am the captain again, Chris Scala. We welcome you in and get you ready for the green flag here this evening as we get ready for 55 laps of racing around this very fun 2.5 mile tricky triangle of a track. Say that 3 times fast. But should be getting a green flag here momentarily. As I look through the Discord page, I do not see. Oh, there he is. He's up here in general chat. It's like he's listening to me on the stream or something. Michael Eckert, congratulations on the pole. A great lap for you tonight. Can you carry the momentum into this race and get yourself a victory this evening?
We'll try to. I've been looking forward to this. It's a home track for me, and after last week, I need to bounce back. Road courses are not my strong suit, especially in the trucks.
Yeah, I think all but like one driver can say that in the league last week, as they had their struggles. But needless to say, though, great lap tonight in a track that some could argue drives like a road course. As you go down these corners, and I mean, I know we're not doing the shifting too much this evening or anything like that, but with these trucks, I mean, 3 different corners, 3 different sizes, 3 straightaways, draft, all bunch of factors here. How loud of a race are we expecting?
I'll tell you one thing to look for, especially tonight. It'll be one thing to catch somebody, but it's going to be a different story if you can make a pass. So I guarantee you most of them are going to be done in the tunnel turn tonight.
That was my next question. Where are we going to see that pass at? Is it going to be more setting up through the tunnel turn to the short shoot, or are we going to see the setup happen maybe turn 1 and drag race down the back?
Personally, I prefer to set up in the tunnel if you can't get it done. If you can't get it set up in 1, but it's a lot harder to do it. So I'm going to be relying on my buddy Zach spotting me tonight a lot throughout this race.
Well, there you go. Well, great job tonight in that Ford Performance F-150 there, and a great lap for you, and maybe we'll talk here in 55 laps in Victory Lane.
So, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Michael Eckert there joining us. He is the pole sitter tonight for the race here at the virtual Pocono Raceway, in a very fast lap for him. As we take a look at the starting lineup, you see them all on pit road there, and there's Caden Tufts trying to jump the start like it's a F1 race or something. Here it is. Michael Eckert on the pole. Patrick Thompson, who's been one of the hottest drivers on the circuit here of late, he will start there on the outside. Caden Tufts, Bryce McCoon, that is row number 2. As you see them roll off, there is Brian Whitaker. Brandon Alphin will start in row number 3. Matthew Telder, good qualifying for him with Tim Abrell. Chris Lewis, Andrew Clark, they'll have row number 5. Andrew Anthony Keiswetter, and Nick Leo, they'll start in row number 6. Row 7 sees Dalton Wilson and Brett Rolls. Row 8, Clint Spells, Barrett and Morton. You can hear the rubber hitting the tires and stuff, how dirty this track is. Colby Wells, Chris Harrison, they'll have row number 9. Row 10, Coral Morton and Jacob Vanoski, they're in the 20th position. Jeffrey Spells, Tyler Topman, they'll start in row number 11. Row 12, Jacob Locklear, not a great qualifying lap for him, and Kyle DeMig starting 24th. Dallas Childers and Charles Terry, they'll have row number 13 of this race, and that'll be the final 3 rows of the race as they head down the Long Pond straightaway into the tunnel turn, which is turn number 2. And, of course, as always, cameras tonight presented by our good friends at TrackCam for Gourmet. If you're interested in a package of cameras for ovals and road courses and so much more, you can check out trackcams22.com. And they are the, of course, partners of ours when it comes to the cameras. The closest thing you'll see to real life on streaming here on iRacing, you'll see here on Captain TV. So much appreciative of them for allowing us to use their stuff. As we got 18 viewers watching at least. That doesn't mean we got only 18 people watching. You got a lot of people watching tonight as we come off of turn 3. Pace truck is going to hang a left. The green flag's going to come out. And we are going to be racing here at the virtual Pocono Raceway. It is race number 7 of the TI Truck Series presented by LD Concepts. They're going to fan out 3 and 4 wide down here to turn number 1. And it will be Eckert leading him into the corner. Got to be very careful. There's a bump in the middle of that corner that can cause trucks to wash wide up the track and up into the wall, but looks like everybody good so far. Down the back straightaway, the Long Pond straightaway as they call it. As they sort it out. Matthew Telder, look at that, running a Captain Morgan scheme. I don't know if he's doing that. I know he likes to enjoy that beverage. Maybe running something similar to what the captain would run here. As off of turn 4, it will be Michael Eckert leading lap number 1. Caden Tufts right there on the back bumper. The tailgate of that truck, you see them trying to break the draft, a little bit of protecting the bottom line. Bryce McCoon, Patrick Thompson up to 4th, and Ryan Whitaker, your top 5. Off the track goes Eckert. Do not leave that bottom open. And right here, battle for second is Bryce McCoon to the inside of Caden Tufts. Caden with a pretty good run off that high side. Bryce going to take that spot away. Patrick Thompson right there in the 4th position, following nearby. Caden going to get the draft off McCoon. Let's see if he can get the pass here. A little side draft, a little net code into each other. Track very dirty, a lot of rocks on it. Three wide back here, and all 3 of the Kevin Whitaker Chevrolets. 3 wide is Ryan, that is, going backwards. There's the 5 of Barrett Morton coming in. Also the 98, that's a newer truck in the series there of Andrew Clark. Of course, he ran last week's race at Sonoma. Up the track goes Ryan Whitaker, close to the wall, but he is struggling right now in that truck. As Eckert protecting the bottom as the outside line drafts with Bryce McCoon. Dallas Childers, unfortunately, behind the wall in the 26th position, and Clint Spell's an unscheduled pit stop for him. Start to run with these trucks, and of course with the shorter fuel mileage, only 35% fuel in these trucks that can only go about 30 laps on a tank of fuel. You cut that in half, that's 15 laps as the battle for the lead is on. Bryce McCoon with a run to the inside. Eckert's going to dive it in there. Watch out for that bump. That will send you backwards, and he's going to lose the lead, so move Bryce to the front. First lead change of the night. Caden Tufts in at 88. Patrick Thompson in at 28. As this draft playing a really big role right now as these guys are just swapping the lead. McCoon's going to stay on the quarter panel. That should give him the run down the straightaway. Oh, one car slams the wall back there on the first straightaway. That is that NOS truck of Brett Rolls. Pancake the right side off turn 3. Back to turn 1, you see McCoon. This is one of those tracks where if you're going to make a pass, you want to clear them before you get off the corner, or else that freight train will go right on by the outside. Tufts going by, Eckert going by, Thompson going by, Telder, oh, he's going to try to go by. Chris Lewis in the picture. Patrick Thompson's going backwards. Not sure what happened to him. Way off the pace. Appreciate the viewers tonight, 19 watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, we appreciate you joining us for some fantastic racing here on a Monday night. Hopefully you've enjoyed your Monday. Mine was kind of a long day that led to a very long nap that led to me almost missing this broadcast. As Bryce Morton to the inside. I got up with enough time to get this thing set up, which was good. Telder up to the 4th position now, and I didn't see what happened. Let's see if I can, we'll find it here in our timeline. What happened to Apache, as they like to say. We'll go down to the corner. Oh, a little netco between Telder and Thompson. Right there, that's what happened there. Going to the corner. Telder makes a late move to the inside here. And it's some net code. As we continue on, though, up front. Here, Thompson not happy about that. Thompson right now back on the attack underneath the 98 of Clark. Just got to be patient there as you see the Jewel truck that Mr. Nostrin is a fan of. Oh, Clark into the grass, slides him up. Got to be very careful as Thompson. You got to watch out for his rumble strips there too. So he's will wake you up. As Thompson going to make the pass to see if Leo can get the run on the 98 also. As you heard the interview of Michael Eckert say earlier, with these trucks, it is all about setting yourself up for the next corner and making the pass on that driver. Now, as I mentioned, 35% fuel. Obviously, 33% of 30 would be 10. 1/3. So, obviously, 35, just a couple clicks up on the percentage board. So, you're going to see pit stops, I think, here in the next lap or two. Childers on pit road right now. Telder under attack. Tim Abrell to his outside in that Grublets on ice truck going to make the pass. And here comes your pole sitter, Michael Eckert, to pit road. 55 mile an hour right at that line. You got to be very careful. That pit road will come right up on you. Andrew Clark is in. Brent Rolls coming in with that pancake truck. One little trick about this setup on pit road. You notice the hill, there's the 06 out of shape back there of Tyler Topman. But these trucks, obviously, the pit road very hilly, I guess so to say. A lot of up and down on pit roads. You got to be very careful speed-wise. 2 sets of tires, so I'm sure you're going to see fuel only here. And this is one of the rare pit roads you will not go a lap down. Unless you're more than about 15 seconds back or so from the leaders. You see Eckert leave. Caden Tuff's pulling on, or I should say the 98 pulling away. So as these guys leave, here comes Caden Tuff's to pit road. Tim Abrell coming in. Nick Leo, Vinovsky. Half the field coming in. Green flag pit stops, lap 11. So for these guys who can make it past lap 11, this should be something to watch. This might shorten it down to a 4-stop race for those guys, where these guys might have to make a 5th pit stop if they don't save enough. There we go. It's fuel only, it looks like, for everybody here. Of course, they have to go all the way around. No, I'm sorry. They have to go right here. There's a cone right here, and they'll be able to blend on the track right there where that blue line is. And, of course, here comes Eckert into the corner. at full speed, so you got to be very careful with the blend. But it looks like Eckert is going to be beaten out on pit road by at least Caden Tufts right now, and a couple other trucks. Is now Telder, Thompson, Lewis, Wells, McCoon, and Whitaker on pit road. Also Whitaker and Alphin and Harrison, all these guys in lap number 12. And somebody's putting a bet on Chris Lewis already. I bet you he paid that person off to say that. Oh, overshooting the pit stall, Patchy. As Telder leaves the pits, you see the rest of the guys coming off turn 3 down the straightaway. And Caden Tufts clearly going to be out front. This is going to separate the field out pretty well as Tim Arell is going to go to second. Barrett Morton's going to go to third. And a drag race between the truck off pit road at Telder, the 15 of Eckert. '69 and Nick Jewell, or Nick Leo, I should say, pushing. Along with the 111 of Chris Lewis here, having a great run so far in the 5th position. I understand that, Riley. Just have to say it. So 12 laps. And just taking a look at the pit times here, potentially who took tires here. And I think Patrick Thompson's won. Patrick fell all the way back to the 16th position as he is just taken a 14-second pit stop. Caden Tufts, Tim Abrell leading the race right now. Barron Morton, Michael Eckert, and Chris Lewis, your top 5. I'm going to step away for 1 quick second. All right, back at the Pocono Raceway, you see the battle going on as Chris Lewis, Nick Leo, Matthew Teller here for the 4th position as they were 2x2 there just for a minute. And it looks like engine trouble for Childers, unfortunately, there as he continues to learn this sim brand new to iRacing. And Mr. Childers, you have any questions I can help you out with, feel free to reach out to me, dude. I'd love to help you learn how to run these trucks and stuff like that. So well, down to turn 1 is Tim Abrell leading right now over Caden Tuff. So Abrell's done a great job of making moves and taking the lead. Let's go back and see if we can find that pass really quickly. That moved Tim Abrell to the front, a pass, and that's actually Abrell. Sorry, Tim. I keep calling him Abrell. It's actually Abrell, as he's able to go past both the 88 and the 95 of Bryce McCoon. And Bryce, unfortunately, had a very long pit stop. I think he spent on pit road or something, which cost him all the way back to now the 24th position. You see they're 3 wide down the back straightaway here. And almost some contact there with Caden Tuff, but Abrell able to make the pass and bring Barrett Morton with him there. So that's how the lead was taken away. Sorry you had to miss that on the stream, but we want to make sure you're able to see it at least. As we cut back to live, you see now Michael Eckert trying to get around that 95 truck. So Bryce with a big uphill climb to get to the front here, as we've been cleaning green all 18 laps so far. Oh, into the wall goes McCoon and Nick Leo. No caution yet, and now the caution's going to come out. Caution out for the first time as Bryce McCoon sits over in turn 2, destroyed. This is just shy of the pit stops that are about to happen for the second round. We see the first caution out. While they catch the pace car real quick, let's see what happens here. See the 3 wide down the back. And contact with the 88, and bam, into the 60 or the 95. And into the wall, both of them go. Multiple hard licks in the tunnel turn, brings out the first caution. We'll come back to the replay here in a second, but I'm sure we're going to see pit stops here as they go into the tunnel turn. Just hard racing there, unfortunately, bringing out the caution for the first time. So here they come down pit road. All of the trucks on the lead lap will come to pit road here. I'm just taking a peek over here at the points once again just to make sure I'm seeing this right. I believe that caution is going to have some pretty big complications when it comes to the battle for the standings. It is. That is the points leader, Bryce McCoon, who is in the wall in turn number 2. So some big drama right here at virtual Pocono Raceways. We get ready for the final race next week in Homestead. You see Colby Wells real quick off pit road, fuel only. Some trucks going to take tires here. Wells going to easily win the race off pit road, followed by Patchy. He's going to be second. And Barrett Morton, Tim Abrell, and Michael Eckert are going to be the top 5. And as I continue to work on my Abrell pronunciation, Tim. let's go back to the wreck now again. And for those wondering why you heard a little bit of a break with my talking and stuff like that, my wife and daughter are over at her parents' house and stuff, and usually I say good night to my daughter and stuff before the race or whatever, but with her over there on the phone, just wanted to make sure I said good night real quick. So I apologize for that, but I'm a family dude. But I like that. So you see they're side by side in the corner, and the 88 and the 69 are going to hit right there. And then, bam, just, I think could have been a little give and take there maybe, but unfortunate there wasn't, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately, for the 95 of McCoon. You see Nick Leo, he's got heavy damage to that Jewel truck. I don't know the irony there maybe of a Jewel truck smoking. Just me. Let's, we got 1 to green this time by. Let's go down here and have a word with a driver. And that driver is going to be, let's actually talk to Tim. Let's bring Tim up to the booth here as I interrupt his weird conversation with himself. I hate to do that, but Tim Averill, I'm learning. I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, Tim, great race so far for you. You worked your way up to the front with a nice little move there, taking advantage of the lap truck there. How's the 8 truck treating you tonight, and can we win this thing?
It's treating us pretty good. I'll say this Black Cat Chevrolet Grublets on Ice. It's got some power under the hood, so we're hoping to get her in victory lane. I got my teammate up here with me in the 19.
Back there, you do
so we'll get her there.
Seems like passing is pretty, I don't want to say easy tonight, but you're able to make a lot of moves out there.
It's really about how you get a run on the draft. That's really what it comes down to. I don't want to say passing's easy.
Right, nothing's easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe better if you get a good break on the entrance of the corner. You can probably, as long as you get that nose in there, you can get them on the next one.
All right, buddy. Well, great job so far in this race. Good luck the rest of the way, and maybe we will talk in victory lane here in a minute or so.
All right. I appreciate it, buddy.
You too. Tim Averill, we're getting there.
That's right.
Get him back down to his channel where he is hanging out with his team. Just like that. As we will come to the green flag. As we come to the green flag, we haven't had a chance to do this the last couple nights because we've had a few, like, 1 caution or no caution races. I think it's time that we turn it up here on Captain TV, TI style on a Monday night. you go. As you see the battle going on, Jacob Locklear going to look inside of Chris Lewis. Vinoski, or Brandon Alphin right there behind him in the 21 truck for some reason with a missing number. Of course, we turned it up just a second ago, and a big shout out to our camera sponsor, of course, which is our good friends TrackCam 4 Gourmet. Check them out, trackcams22.com. Allowed us to have those cameras on us and to see also the great pictures you'll get from the virtual Pocono Raceways. We got trouble on the off the Long Pond straightaway here. Cole Morton has gone around. Another truck drilling the wall. That's the 06. I think Brett Roll's also involved. The 06 of Tyler Topman has got the wall also, and that brings the second caution out at lap number 25. I heard somebody yell, "Car high, bud." Let's go back and see what happens. We were on board with Cole Morton during that segment. And unfortunately, the 6 is going into the wall here. So 3 wide off turn 1. And the old traditional trying to get to the high side and the old squeeze into the wall. That's happened to so many of us that I did get the 6 truck playing ping pong. So the 6 truck just unfortunately comes off the corner and tries to work its way up the track and squeezes up there. And I think Colby Wells is the other truck involved in this, who was the leader on the restart. But right there is the squeeze, and Wells nowhere to go, and piles into the wall. How many times have we seen that kind of accident here at the virtual Pocono Raceway and in the 06 there? Oh boy. Elliott Sadler a few years back. Hopefully there's safer barriers there now instead of a whatever you would call a grass barrier. Well, caution number 2 is out. Michael Eckert back up to the front. Of course, he, Andrew Clark, and Tim Averill took tires on that last caution. Patrick Thompson back to 4th, did not take tires. I believe he did on that first pit stop tonight. Of course, Barrett, Morton, Telder, all these guys took tires under that caution. And we'll see if we see these guys back on pit road here, as they're still short on making this a 2-stop strategy to the finish. And it looks like right now everybody's coming. I might stay out here if I'm these drivers. Steal some track position potentially early here, knowing that you're going to have to pit in a few minutes, and you'll get away with pitting early, especially knowing that you will not go a lap down in this race. But it looks like everybody is not listening to my stream. That or they realize I'm not the best driver on iRacing. I'm going to go with the second one. Everybody on pit road here. Should be fuel only for most of these trucks. Nice job by Kate Tubbs to not hit the truck coming out of this pit stall. As Eckert will win the race off pit road. Andrew Clark having a great run up there in the second position. That we haven't done really any, and I know he's probably doing this on purpose. He saw me interview another truck earlier, and he probably popped into Discord. This is how well I've gotten to know this guy. But he wants the interview, so I'm going to give him the interview. He's running in the 13th position, and let's get Telder up here with us. Telder, you got a copy, buddy?
Just decided to drive over me.
Well, I see you weren't here in Discord a minute ago, and you saw me do the interview. You popped in here. You got my truck on the on your truck, different paint scheme, but you know, you got how it's going here. But hey, you've been running up front most of the night. How's the truck running?
Truck's running pretty good. I just really honestly I'm gonna have to drop back here for a while because I unchecked my tires and it took my last set of right side tires. So we're gonna go 28 laps on the same set of rights and see how well they hold up.
Is there a potential strategy where Matthew Telder or somebody maybe pits here in the next 5 laps or so and puts themselves in the running to do a one-stop strategy to the finish?
That could be a very good possibility, but we've had 3 cautions already, so I don't know if anyone's willing to really take that opportunity or chance to do that.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, as one smart person once said to another, if you follow the leader, in the end, you're going to follow the leader. Just throwing it out there. But, hey, best of luck tonight.
Yep, thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Telder, they're running in the, where's he at? 12th right now. So, as he tries to strategize himself, we'll put him up here all by himself in a channel, I think, wherever he's at. Put him there. Now, Telder's a good guy. He's a very aggressive driver. He can be funny. But he'll definitely rattle your cage if you are not careful. And he is not scared to speak his mind and stuff like that, and nothing wrong with that. He's a short track racer. Him and I have had our fair share of disagreements, but in the end, we still laugh and joke around with each other. So,
on the track 111.
So Michael Eckert leads now. Andrew Clark up to second. Patrick Thompson is held on to the top 3 spots. Tim Averill there in the 5th position behind Barrett and Morton. Jacob Locklear, Brandon Alfin, Vanowski, Whitaker, Keiswetter, and Chris Lewis. The 11 trucks right now up in the front, back to Telder. Got 22 trucks on the lead lap, a few damaged ones as we'll come back to the green as Jason Clark joins us as always. Appreciate Mr. Clark watching. Fresh off of eating dinner and probably having a candy cigarette. We'll code that, if you know what I mean. As they come off turn 4, you see Barney Fife Jr., the flagman. As Mike Joy called him on Fox, I like the name, so I'm going with Barrett Morton with a nice shot to the 98. He says, hey, dude, let's go. As they fan out 3, and Thompson's going to make it 3 going into turn 1 here for the lead. And that's going to give the lead to Andrew Clark off turn 1, but the inside line's going to roll here. And a drag race down the Long Pond straightaway. Surprisingly, no. We just interviewed him, Jason. You see the bump draft working out as Eckert dove inside, but Clark with the protective line as Eckert clips the apron. Got to be very careful. That thing will bite you, and you'll end up in the outside wall. Jacob Locklear up to the 4th position. But Thompson looking low. Averill, and then the 7 truck of Vanowski, who has a fan apparently in Jason Clark, and right on cue, Vanowski hits the wall. We will ban Jason Clark officially now from cheering on any other driver in the field. As Lewis and Telder back here battling. And Eckert way up the track in turn 1. Got to be very careful. Obviously, track position playing a really big role here in this race. You got to be very careful not to put yourself in a precarious position to end up in the wall and your race be over with. As Eckert continuing to fight inside of Morton. And move the 15 truck up to 2nd. Got to be very protective of that high line because you saw Locklear had a really good run down the front straightaway there. 15 moves up. This allowed Clark to move away to about an 0.8 of a second lead into turn 1. Couple F-bombs dropped in for the first time in a long time. I did have it on the air. I did something right. Woohoo! But somebody not happy with somebody out there. I think Brett Rolls had some issues in the 17 truck as he has jumped to pit road. No caution, no. The battle amongst TI teammates and Patrick Thompson there in the 28. On lap number 31 in about 2 or 3 laps, the window opens up. And I'm going guy that would try this, and I tried to kind of hit some drivers in the broadcast just now as I was saying it. I'm coming to pit road if I'm mid-pack, and I'm going to try to take a chance and steal track position while they're going to be coming to pit road the next 3 or 4 laps, and see if I can steal the track position and get to the lead and make this a one-stop race. Let's see if anybody does it. Because I don't think you're going to run enough tires to where the tire fall-off is going to be tremendous, but I could be wrong, and I've been wrong plenty of times before. As Eckert up to the second spot there, about a half second behind Clark. He's actually running a little bit faster laps. Let's see, this time by, he was, about 4/10 faster than Clark. There's Bryce Alphin in that 21 truck. Get a big appreciation of all the drivers watching this tonight here on Captain TV. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, we do appreciate you coming back as always. And we got somebody spinning back there. Nice save by somebody, but we got a fight for the lead also as Eckert goes to the front. Meanwhile, that truck that got turned sideways, trying to see who it is. One of these trucks right here. Oh, now some contact between teammates. Nice save by Dalton Wilson. Park trying to get the run on Eckert, who's definitely shown he is the fastest truck potentially tonight. Oh, a little banging going on, Locklear and Whitaker. That's a little hello as Whitaker's on the apron. Got to be careful, it's going to drift up. As Thompson and Alphin going to make the pass. There's Lewis right there. Look at the 34 of Anthony Keiswetter. Great run for him so far. Even though he's up here in the land, you do not go. Other than when the grip strip used to be a Pocono up there in that top group. Down in turn one, you see Barrett Morton making a pass. So is Abril going to go past Andrew Clark for position. Watch the speedometer here from Abril. See what kind of speed he rolls through these corners. Drop it down about 140 or so mile an hour, roll back to the throttle. Don't want to punch it. You want to roll back so you don't push it outside into the wall there, turn 3. And now what some say is the longest straightaway in NASCAR. I argue that the Brickyard is just as long, not longer, but what do I know? 180 mile an hour down to turn number 1, 181. A little bit of brake, we're off the throttle and back to it. Trying to break the draft down the long pond straightaway. Almost wide open there. You just lift out the throttle a little bit there in turn 2. You're right back to it. And we got trouble on the back straightaway here, turn number 3. Jacob Locklear has got issues. Caution is out for the 3rd time. Looks like also, I thought I saw the 98 of Andrew Clark with damage, and he sure does. 3rd caution between some leaders. So now I'm going to bring up the scenario here. If somebody would have came to pit road from like the middle of the field, say we're like Caden Tufts or Dalton Wilson, Jeffrey Spells, if they came to pit road, they would likely be the leader of this race right now when these guys come to pit road. But again, that's just part of the chance you take in pitting. Like I said, I've had that more happen wrong than right. They go down to the corner. Let's see what happens here. You see the 84 pushes up just a little bit. Alphin. Oh, wow, they squeeze together as they're 4 wide. Whitaker gets a piece of it. That could have been a lot worse, but they were 4 wide off of the tunnel turn. Something you don't do. Check out a little bit more. Watch this. There's Locklear. Here comes Alphin, and there goes Whitaker up the middle, and the door shuts. And add Brandon Alphin to the trucks involved. Whitaker gets a piece. So here they come to pit road again. So again, coming up this evening after this race, stick around for some dirt racing. We're going to crown a champion at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Short Track Super League Big Block Modifieds. Hopefully you can come and join us. So the leader going to be now Barrett Morton, who won that race off pit road. Looks like fuel only for the top 4. Michael Eckert going to be the first on tires here in the 5th position. Chris Harrison, Brandon Alphin, Patrick Thompson, Anthony Kineswetter, Dalton Wilson. We're going to bring Barrett actually up here, somebody we have not had a chance to talk to. He's in his 3rd or 4th career start, if I remember correctly, going into this race. Barrett Morton, you got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'm here,
Barrett.
bud.
Yes, sir. Running in the lead right now with 17 laps to go. You've had an on again, off again so far start to your career. Had some issues here and there, but tonight you've had a great run up here in the front, showing you're one of the faster trucks in that number 5 Bluegrass machine. What's it going to take, I should say, to get yourself in victory lane tonight for the first time?
Strategy right now. It's been going all over the place with the wrecks and everything, and just trying to save tires, trying to save fuel. The 8 of Tim has really been helping me out. We've kind of been going back and forth here and talking strategy and stuff. He's been a real big help. I'm just ecstatic to even be in the top 5 because this is my first real race of this track. So,
well, and it's been a great effort on your end. So, do you pit as soon as the window opens up? Do you go as long as you can? Because obviously you got 4 fresh tires sitting behind you from 5th on down.
yeah, so the plan is to, go in as soon as the window opens up because we know how many laps we can go with fuel, and just hope these guys wear their tires out trying to get around us.
There you go. Well, great job so far this evening. Good luck, and maybe we'll talk here in a few minutes.
All right. Looks good.
Yes, sir. Barrett Morton there in the lead right now as they're going to come to the green flag. We'll get him down to his channel. And as they get ready to come to the green flag. Appreciate everybody's time so far tonight who has talked to us. as they come to the green. 16 laps to go. See what the 4 fresh tires can do. Back behind in 5th position, Michael Eckert, Chris Harrison having a great run in that number 3 truck. There's Eckert to the inside of Lewis, taking that position away to 3, getting to the back of Telder in turn 2. Telder with a nice save. 1 truck back in the wall over there off turn 2. You heard Barrett say he's going to try to make it tough for these trucks to pass with the newer tires. As Eckert's going to take the lead, there's Tim Averill. Chris Lewis there. As Eckert goes back to the front, here comes Thompson back here inside of Telder. With a real good run off turn 1 here as he got somewhere to go with it though. Gonna draft off Lewis, draft off Averill, and draft straight to the inside. 3 wide down to the tunnel turn. And that's smart. And Averill, as usually you'll do, if somebody, contact with Chris Lewis and on the wall. Tim Averill slams the inside wall and his big race is over with, unfortunately. Lewis with a lot of nose damage. As always, in that kind of move, when they're 3 wide, usually 1 truck will overdrive turn 2, and it happens every time. As we stay green, and let's go back and see what happens here. Thompson does a great job getting out of it. Tim Averill slides it into the corner, slides up the track. Lewis is going to make contact. And Averill slams it into the inside wall. Thankfully not too hard as I thought he did. Green, 14 laps to go. Brandon Alphin bringing it down to turn 3. Cole Morton on his outside there in the 8th position, doing a great job after being involved in an accident earlier. Eckert out to about a 7/10 of a second lead over Patrick Thompson, so fresh tires now in the top 2 positions, and Morton gets past for second. Harrison Telder spells Morton. Vinosky doing a great job. He got into the wall a little bit ago. Got some damage fixed there. Now Harley-Davidson Chevrolet Silverado, and now runs up in the 11th position right behind Caden Tufts, who has had to fight this one out also. A lot of damaged trucks in this race. Sweater up the track at 34. Here comes the 98 truck to the inside. That truck running up front earlier tonight, Andrew Clark. Now 13th as they're going to go 3 deep down the Long Pond straightaway to turn 2. Thompson putting pressure on Eckert with that draft. And 11 laps to go. The fuel window opening up for these drivers. We're going to have to watch closely and see who comes to pit road and who doesn't. As back here, Dalton Wilson What a run for the 5 truck to the inside. Fresh from the, where did he come from? Series. Five passes the other 5. Oh, he clipped the apron there. That's going to hurt his momentum. It should give a run back to Morton. Here he comes with it. And here comes Telder to pit road. So the start of pit stops right here. Telder and Vinoski on pit road. Brandon Alfin is in. Sorry, Vinoski did pit. It's Brandon Alfin. Fuel only going to be for Telder. Looks like tires. I didn't get to see who that was in front of Telder. It might have been Alfin. So as I mentioned, you will not go a lap down here at Pocono if you're within about 15 seconds of the leaders. As you see those trucks come off pit road, and here are the leaders on turn 3. Now it's a matter of can you run, as they would say at road course racing, some hot laps here and trying to jump the track position to the front. As Baron Morton in his window with 9 laps to go on pit road. Morton, Caden Tufts, Vinoski, and Tim Abril. Tim, unfortunately, probably a little angry right now. His race is over with unless he gets some help from a yellow hanky. And here comes those trucks off of turn 3 right now, the ones that just pitted. We'll watch where all these guys blend coming off turn 1. Did you do a money shift? From what I'm reading here, do we have, every time we go to Pocono, somebody pulls a money shift? Was it the young man, Dallas Childers, pulling a money shift tonight at Pocono? As Thompson has gone by Eckert for the lead off turn 1. And for those who don't know what a money shift is, it's when you accidentally go from 3rd to 2nd instead of 4th. Or 2nd to, oh! The leaders are wrecking! Netcode, Eckert into the wall with Thompson. And that's going to give Thompson a lead, and Eckert's truck is destroyed. And now Eckert coming to pit road. And that hands the lead to Chris Harrison. Big time Netcode, though, have taken out the leaders. And not sure how much Thompson's truck is hurt. And reading, somebody got an unsafe pit exit. Not sure who it was. As Eckert leaves, still trying to keep the momentum here and trying to get the win still with this beaten up Ford now. As Thompson, I think he's going to come to pit road this time by with 6 laps to go. Could this race be falling into the hands of Dalton Wilson? Which could be one of the biggest upsets in this league's history. There's the beaten up number 28 truck. Harrison slides into his pit stall. And I say that with respect to Wilson, too, but Wilson hasn't been up front a lot. And he's had his struggles tonight, or this last couple seasons I've been watching and being a part of the broadcast. This is outstanding for him. Thompson off pit road with fuel only. Here comes Dalton Wilson right here down to turn 1. Dalton has about a second and a half on Matthew Telder. How much is the damage going to hurt the 28? As Caden Tubbs drafting up on the back of the 15 truck. Five laps to go. Dalton within 0.7 of a second, so Thompson's truck obviously hurt. Thompson getting a little tight off too. Say that 3 times fast. Here comes Wilson. Battle of the Mortons back here. Barrett Morton, who's got damage on that 5 truck now. Oh, contact, 1 truck out of shape back here. It's Wheeler, or Whitaker, I should say, sorry. I don't know why I called him Wheeler. Whitaker. Nice save and a tank slapper by the 3. Passing is one thing, or catching is one thing, passing is another. Here comes Dalton. Protecting the bottom line is Thompson. He's just got to be a little patient. He might be able to do it here. Get the run off the corner. Brandon Alfin making a pass on Telder back there for 3rd. Here comes Alfin. Patrick protecting the bottom. Oh, he throws the block on him. Dalton to the inside. Both of them overshoot the corner. That's going to let Brandon make a run here off of turn 1. He's going to get great momentum here. I can't talk. I'm so excited. Alfin took out a whole half second right there. So what? Get off my screen. See, this is a big difference, too. Dalton's not used to being up here racing for the lead, likely. In my experience of seeing him, so he might not understand this situation and what to do. Get a little tight there, probably off turn 2. Just got to hit your marks, but look at Alfin. He's knocked a whole second out that lap. Alfin trying to win his 3rd race in 4 weeks. Alfin's in the draft. He's there. Wilson with a run off 3. Trying to protect the bottom is Thompson. Crossover by Wilson. Trying to get the nose just to get some air as Thompson slides it up the track. 3-truck drag race to the final lap here at Pocono. Here comes Alfin for the lead. Alfin to the lead. As Barrett Morton has 4 fresh tires, he's not out of this. He's only about a second back. Can a guy go from 4th to 1st? Wilson clips the apron a little bit as Alfin clears in turn 2. With 3 laps to go, Brandon Alfin was 2.5 seconds back as he comes off turn 3, makes the pass for the win, and his 3rd win in 4 weeks. Who said Pocono has boring racing, by the way? So Patrick Thompson does get 2nd, Dalton Wilson 3rd, Telder and Barrett Morton your top 5. If I'm Dalton, you know what? Do some burnouts yourself. All the TI guys are coming out to celebrate here as Brandon's kind of sitting here. Let's take a look at your final results here. Brandon Alfin wins it. Wow, so looking at this, it was a 3-second net gain in the final 2 laps for Brandon Alfin. Wins it by 1 second over Thompson. Dalton Wilson 3rd, Telder 4th, Morton 5th. Kai Sweater, how about Anthony finishing in the 6th position? Great job on his part. Caden Thompson, Andrew Clark finishing 8th, Jason Vanemski 9th, Cole Morton 10th. Harrison, Eckert, Wells, Whitaker, Lewis, Kyle Dumig, Charles Terry, Tim Abril, Bryce McCoon finishes in the 19th position. That's your point leader. Oh, by the way, coming to the final race next week at Homestead. Jeffrey Spells finishing 20th, 21st, Nick Leo, 22nd, Jacob Locklear, 23rd, Brett Rolls, 24th, Tyler Topman, 25th, Clint Spells, and Dallas, 26th, Dallas Childers. And Dallas getting the Money Shift Award tonight. Great job. And the hottest driver on the circuit. I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again. The first win is always the toughest to get. And after that, it seems like it just gets easier every single time. And all of a sudden, Brandon Alfin is just winning races at a premium. And we're going to talk to the driver of the 21 truck. As Brandon joins us, man. How many times have we said this the last couple weeks, you and I, like it's always tough to get that first one. And here all of a sudden now you've got your 3rd win in 4 races. We got to talk about that last 3 laps. You came from 2.5 seconds back, if not farther, a few laps before that. Where in the world did that come from?
You know, I don't know if they didn't take tires the last pit stop and try to get out fast, but I kept seeing on my relative that they were, I mean, obviously they were racing each other hard too, but I took 2 tires instead of 4 to try to make up a little bit of time. And it just, you get antsy, and I just had to make sure I wasn't overdriving it in the corner, and I realized I was catching them, and just things kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out for you, and it looked like Morton was coming too back there in the 5 truck, but you had to survive this race because there was some wrecking going on everywhere. There weren't many cautions, but just some tremendous racing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Pocono is it's a tough track, and it's hard to pass there, and so it did want to just kind of sit back. I know there was a couple of times maybe me and Whitaker, we pushed the issue a little bit, but we tried to get out front and have a good day and end up in victory lane.
Set up that last lap pass. What was going through your mind as you were coming off of the tunnel coming off the tunnel turn there, coming for the lead?
I was thinking, I knew I was going to have a run on them. I was better through the corners. I was able to get on the gas quicker and get off the corners, and I just knew I couldn't lift, or I don't think I would have been able to make a pass on them, and tried to channel my days of thunder right there with old Cole Trickle.
Throw the hammer down, boys.
And I mean, I was gonna bury it in there because I had a run and
right.
just good hard racing, and that was fun.
Well, man, that was fun. That was fantastic on your end. Great racing. Congratulations on your 3rd win here in the last 4 weeks, 3rd win of the season, and the momentum is definitely in that 21's corner. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to iRacing, Chris Lewis, and then also Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet, and then also give a big thanks to you, Chris, for doing this every week. And I'd like to say hi to my mom and dad back home watching it. So
absolutely. Well, Brandon Alphin, great job on the win. Congratulations, sir. Well deserved.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, you too, buddy. As Brandon Alphin scoring that 3rd win in 4 weeks, as I said, and a fantastic race when it was all over with. Let's see if I can find our 2nd place finisher, the 28 Apache, Patrick Thompson. Dalton Wilson in here with him too. We'll talk to him here in a few minutes. But what a drive here for Thompson. Patchy, as we like to call him, a great effort and a 2nd place finish for you. Big time net code, it looks like, between you and Eckert, but talk about the racing with him and talk about the 2nd place finish.
Wait, that was netcode?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Dude, that's news to me. I kind of felt bad. I thought I really screwed him up, so I was really upset with myself, but I'm glad it wasn't just me. It was a tough race, I'll tell you. It was really tough. I kind of messed up early. I took tires when I didn't want to on that first stop, so I was running really old stuff all race long, and it was really tough to hang on with everybody. But I guess I was just fast enough to keep up with them. The draft really helped all race, so I guess it wasn't too bad. But it sucks because the whole 15 issue, I had damage and I was just slow on that last run. I could not hang on to anything for the win, so it was a good race. I enjoyed it. Lots of fun. It's tricky, so.
Honestly, knowing that you're eliminated from the championship race here next week, how do you work yourself mentally to gain momentum so that come season 4, race 1, you're ready to go to make that championship run?
Yeah, it's been a long, tough season, so I think just keeping my head in it and just keep racing. I think, just playing the game smarter, taking smarter strategies, not letting myself get put in these, sketchy situations. I think my luck will turn out better, and I'm still loving it, and every second of it, whether I get wrecked or not. But yeah, it's tough, but I just gotta keep my head in it. Get some rest every night, and I'm good to go. I'm always competitive, whether I'm tired or if I'm down or up. Don't matter. I'm just having fun.
That's all that matters, having a good time here on iRacing. Congratulations, Patrick, finishing 2nd. Shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
I want to shout out to you for doing what you do. You're the best.
I appreciate that, man.
Shout out Chris for having me in this. Love doing this every week. And I want to shout out my team. Caden was here tonight, helping me out with strategy, and just want to shout out everybody that I'm racing with. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it.
Well, great job tonight, man. Great effort in that race tonight. Second place run, and obviously a great finish on you. And congratulations, and we will talk next week from Homestead, which, who won that race last year? Let's see. Wasn't that you?
I think so.
There you
Yeah.
go. Great job, bud. We'll see you next week, bud.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, Patrick won that race last season. All right, to the man who might have gained some fans tonight, and I hate to say, I don't want to sound disrespectful for saying this, but the best run of the season, period, by anybody, right here by Dalton Wilson tonight. Dalton, great job tonight. Obviously, we've watched you have your struggles out here. Let's face it, and I spoke about it honestly as you were running up there in the front. Congratulations on the win. As I just got kicked out of a race, but anyways, congratulations on the win, or on the third place finish. I know it feels like a win probably for you tonight, but your thoughts after that race?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I thought I had a solid shot at winning, but Patchy was giving me a little blockaroo, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought about dailing him, but I didn't. But I'll take 3 any day of the week, being I've only got 1 top 10 this whole season, so it feels good.
So let me ask the question here, and maybe the viewers can help me out with this. Would that be known as dailing somebody in turn 3, or since 2000 happened, would it be Jeremy Mayfielding in turn 3? Because Mayfield moved to Earnhardt in that corner. But needless to say, Dalton, how for somebody who, let's be honest, you've had your struggles, you haven't run up here in the front much. How much did the experience of being up there hurt you trying to get past Patrick?
I mean, I knew what I had to do to pass him, but it was just hard to do without wrecking him. He was just all over the place, and then that opened up time for Brandon and Barrett to catch up. And I mean, yeah, I haven't ran at the top for these 2 seasons I've been in TI, but I'm getting a hell of a lot better, and I'm looking forward to maybe get my first win soon.
Attaboy. That's the way you look at it. No matter where you start, and for those watching tonight who have had their struggles on iRacing and stuff, Dalton, we're going to use you as an example here because it shows if you put the effort in and put the laps in, you're going to get better. And Dalton, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. And, hopefully you'll keep it up here next week at Homestead. But send shout-outs whoever you like to, bud.
I'd like to send a shout-out. Thank you to Chris Lewis, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours, and TI Racing. Thanks for having me on, and thanks to you, Chris.
Absolutely.
For broadcasting. And, yeah.
Oh, great job, man. Proud of you, and keep working at it. That win could be coming in the very near future. It takes small steps. You get the top 10, you get the top 5, and then eventually you're in victory lane. So just keep working at it, buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Dalton Wilson finishing in the 3rd position. Sorry, I'm actually downloading the Charlotte dirt track for my next broadcast here after this, and for some reason it kicked me out of the race room. So it was kind of interesting how that's happened. It's never happened before. But needless to say, great racing tonight from everybody. A fantastic race. Pretty sure we're going to have a new point leader when it's over tonight because Brandon Alphin came in with an 8-point deficit over Bryce McCoon. So the hottest driver in the circuit might be on his way to a championship here in just a couple of days. So we'll have to see what happens. That'll come up next Monday night, Homestead, Miami Speedway, here on Captain TV. We will crown a champion for Season 3 of the TI Racing Truck Series. For those watching on the stream, just hang out. We're going to flip over to the other stream. If you go to the main channel, you'll see a STSL Big Block Modified channel, or not channel, but a room there you can click on and go right into that broadcast. We'll be switching over to that here in just a moment or so, but we're going to sign off here from the virtual Pocono Raceway. Good job and congratulations to Brandon Alphin and the whole entire field. Brandon won tonight's race. A big shout out to TI Racing and Chris Lewis. Big shout out to iRacing for allowing us to, of course, broadcast the race. And as I always like to say, heading out, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!
And now the wait is over. strong.